Good morning, everybody. This is Yin Yang in California with Morsels of a Thought number 1208. Today is a TR Tuesday. It is April 23rd, and it's got a lot of anniversaries. April 23rd, 2024. It's a Tuesday, and I had a whole symptom this last week of not finding any of my books. I found yesterday's book and I found last Wednesday's book sitting right where it was supposed to. And I think some things have been knocked over by some feline friends of mine. So, okay, I want to talk about the rules. Now, in the rules by Ellen Fine and Sherry Schneider, one of our goals is to find the man of our dreams, Mr. Right. By the way, the man of our dreams may or may not be our Mr. Right because our dreams can be a little unrealistic. So, what we find out is that the authors give us ways to weed out men that are inappropriate for us. And we know that there was an entire campaign of get the ring, get the ring, get the ring. Well, getting the ring and marrying your Mr. Right isn't the end of the rules. The rules is a whole way of having a good relationship with everybody, that not just with your man of your dreams, not just with your Mr. Perfect, but with everybody. To make them want more of you, not less. To make them understand that you are busy, you're happy, you look at the good in things. You're a creature unlike any other in the universe. You are a creature unlike any other, not just in the world, but in the whole wide universe. Think about it like that. Well, we are happy with ourselves. We are busy with ourselves, with our own activities. We don't rely on a man to create our social calendar. And one of the things about my background today is it says the rules, and it's part of the rules handbook. But the rules came out years ago with these authors coming up with these designs and plans and how we can act and behave maddeningly tempting to a man of our dreams. Now, it's excruciatingly hard not to call a man when you want to, but you have to. That way you know that they like you. Guess what? If you call them, how will you know? And he has to talk to you first. Ideally, it's where he talks to you first. He sees you first. Even if you kind of saw him in the background, you don't say anything to him. You just be around and then only be around for 5 or 10 minutes. You have to go elsewhere, mingle around the party where you meet them. And let me see if I see anybody. Oh, goodness gracious, I see somebody on. Thank you for coming. I want to talk about the rules today because I can't find my book. I'm so upset. I found yesterday's book. Did I find today's? Yeah, it's here in my head. And that's the way we are. When we are doing the rules, it's a way of being. It's just like when we practice our any religion we're in. You know how we have to be virtuous and we have to believe in certain things? Well, with the rules, you believe that you have your Mr. Right out there. You only need the one Mr. Right out there. And we want to be the rules woman we can be, the best we are, that we are happy. In fact, the authors say in the very first or second book or third book that when you meet Mr. Right is precisely the time to go and get your MBA if that's what you're headed for. That's precisely when to get busy and happy because he has to catch you in motion. Even when you're married, he has to catch you in motion. Good morning, John Clark, Mr. Supreme Audience Member. Here we go. I'm trying to get your audience member comment up there. Yeah. My screen was just jumping around. I gotta get this technology working. And I have, oh, and the other part of it is secretly, if you're a slob, oh, perish the thought. But if you're a slob like me, you have to really change your ways, like I'm doing. You really, really have to fix things up and stop being that way because men like women who are neat and clean. That's the case. It's said in the first book. There's a lot covered in the very first book. And then in the Not Your Mother's Rules, which is the blue cover book, that one says all the same content, but more. There's more, including where and when to call back or text back. And we rarely return men's texts or calls. We rarely we don't call men and we don't text them first. We just return their calls. And if they're calling about a date or they're texting about a date, yeah, we respond right away. Right away being 20, 30 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, 2 minutes. But if it's about a date, then of course it's like, okay, well, here I am, there I are, you are, I'm over by the window, I'm not over here yet, I'm parking my car, things like that. That's practical. So practical stuff. I mean, the rules and it encompasses all the practical stuff too. But if you really want the ring and you're single, you do want to be yourself. You want to be happy within yourself, a creature unlike any other, a CUAO, creature unlike any other. CUAO. That's American Sign Language. We do that in the USA. But this is international. The UK has all kinds of bindings of the rules books as well. There are, I mean, in the English speaking world, you've got all the rules come, written out very nicely. And then it's translated into about 26 or 27 languages, as far as I can remember, that I have read somewhere. And you can consult with the authors, they're available. Sherry Schneider is available with $350 an hour, and you can call them, get a pep talk from them. Don't give up on love. You can, oh, goodness gracious. I mean, you have to hurry up and wait for the guy to catch you. That's the thing. So it's a lot of fun, but also when you have the rules down pat, it's actually easy to do them on the right man because the right man is going to play straight along with you. He's going to call you. He's going to set up your date in time. Don't accept a Saturday night after Wednesday. You can't accept a Sunday afternoon date after Thursday. It has to be a few days in advance because otherwise, how will you know he values you? That's the thing. So anyway, and I know John Clark knows that because his wife was a rules lady before the rules ever came out. So anyway, that's what we're going to talk about today, and I hope things are good and ever okay for you. I hope I've inspired you to do the rules. Two, if you're a woman looking for a relationship, a romantic relationship, you don't have to look for marriage. You can have, if you're in my age group, you can look for a committed relationship that doesn't have to include, it can have a ring. You don't have to have the paper, the wedding paper, but you get the ring. Anyway, I just thought this was a good eye prop because I had it right here. Guess why? Because why not? Every girl should have one for the hell of it. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy. Thank you for coming. Okay, old Kinderhook. That old senator, old Kinderhook.